it's like when you're washing dishes, you know, there might be a little hard spot that you gotta scrub a little harder. That's how it is.
Really, nigga?
Nigga!
Nigga, what? Alright, so I heard these mukbangs be going crazy, so we finna do one. We got some Pizza Hut right here. We got
some Jimmy John's, some China One, some chips, some egg rolls, some fortune cookies, some water.
So we finna just max and read questions that y'all asked us and just answer them. So shoot, I ain't even gonna lie. These wings look kind of good. I ain't even gonna lie, these motherfuckers.
Damn, we starting like that already?
Oh, favorite high school memory, to be honest? Oh, one thing that was super funny in high school. Actually, hold on. There was fights and stuff. Oh yeah, one of my favorite high school memories is when one of my best friends, Anthony Maxwell, and this dude named Lavelle, they're about to fight, and then they like ran down the hallway to go meet up with each other, and then Anthony was like squaring up, and he was like, "Mama ain't raised no Hobie, Mama ain't raised no Hobie," and the whole time they were just like squaring up, and he was yelling that. That was probably one of my favorite high school memories. But favorite out of high school memories has to be State, man. I gotta give it to State, cause shout out all the people that went. Cause man, that shit went crazy. If you don't know what I meant by crazy, like man, drugs, sex, nigga, everything.
Sweetness.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but alright, next question. Do you see yourself continuing with YouTube? Well, this is my second video, so
we got to.
Yeah, we got to. Like, that's point blank period, you know what I'm saying? I ordered this new pizza though. I made it myself. It has bacon, chicken, and barbecue sauce on black olives.
Wow. Smells nasty, but
hopefully it's good, because low-key I'm gonna be mad if it isn't.
What made you start a YouTube channel? Man, we just do a lot of crazy stuff, you know, and we just never record it. We put it on Snapchat and stuff, but, you know, a lot of people like it. You know, people have been telling us to make a YouTube channel and stuff, so, you know, we kind of just been like trying to, but then we kind of just been slacking, so we kind of just started it.
And YouTube's always been my passion. Like, I used to grow up, wake up in the morning, watch some YouTube, talk to all my favorite YouTubers, all types of stuff, and then I started like doing gaming stuff. Like, I'm not gonna say I had a fan base, but I had like a bunch of kids that liked me. And then I started doing TikTok, and then blew up on there, and everybody's like, "Man, you might as well just start a YouTube channel. You're funny." So I was like, "Shit, we might as well just start one." And yeah, that's where we at. What kind of videos will you be making?
You want me to answer that or you? Because it's mostly a lot of different things.
I want to do like pranks and comedy stuff, like where we go to the college areas and ask people questions and like just mess with people. But you know, we can do videos like this where we're just chilling, talking, answering questions, eating a whole bunch of food that we're gonna end up not even gonna be eating all of. So what else?
Just, you know, doing all this stuff, you know, whatever. When we travel, do some crazy stuff over there. Just something that, you know, some crazy stuff.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
That we don't plan on doing.
What's the favorite thing about your life right now? I would have to say my cats. Because I woke up this morning. No, I wouldn't say it with my cats, but what I say would be favorite thing about my life right now. The support I'm getting. To be honest, it would be the support I'm getting, because I get messages every day, multiple messages saying, "Keep doing what you're doing. Can't wait till your next video comes out. I'm gonna be the first person to watch your video. I'm gonna subscribe with your channel." Like, everybody's just so supportive, and I love it. And that's like my favorite thing going on right now, to be honest. Because even though we got like 400 views on the first video in like 4 days, and like 80 subscribers. Like, that's a start. And that makes me happy that people even want to see something else. So that's probably my favorite thing right now. How about you?
I'd say that'd be maybe my top first as well. But besides that, just family actually supporting you and doing this stuff, and you know, just everything I've accomplished since then. You know,
Making big moves.
Mhm.
We going to make big moves though. We're going to speak it into existence. Probably one of the worst dates. I wouldn't even go on dates, but like I would go out to eat with girls that I would be talking to. So like they are dates, right?
Mhm.
All right. And like I hate when people touch off of my plate, or like be like, "Ooh, let me try that," and they don't ask you or anything. And this girl, she took her fork and reached across my plate and grabbed, like, I forgot what it was, what we were eating, but she grabbed something off of my plate. I swear to God, I almost slapped the life out of her. Like, I was so mad, like, because I find that so disrespectful. Like, how are you going to just touch my plate? Like, ask me at least. Like, damn. Like, it would just ruin my whole eating experience. If, like, someone touched my food, I'd just be like, all right, I don't even want to eat it no more. Like, you can have it. I'm going to grab this real quick. But, like, I'm just saying. Like, that's just, I don't know, I find that very, like, disrespectful. Like, if you do that on the first date, like, especially, like, oh, no, you ain't got no respect.
Alright, so my worst day was, you know, we were, I think we went to the movies, and, this was, like, probably, I forgot when it was. I didn't even have my license at that time. I was just driving a moped, and it was, like, the movies ended at, like, 12 o'clock or something. And I picked her up on the moped, so she was in the on the back, and it was like after curfew and stuff. So I got pulled over. So it was horrible, right? She snuck out of her house, like that's, you know. So I picked her up, and the thing is, like, they have to call your parents, so her dad came and picked her up, like, at, like, where I got pulled over, and the dad yelled at me, all this stuff. It was the worst thing ever. Never talked to her again. I blocked her just because it was so awkward. Like, I seen her at school. It was just horrible, like, the worst ever.
Oh, hell no. I've never been pulled over on my moped. Man, that would be so embarrassing, like... I didn't have my license, so when I had my moped, if I ever got pulled over, I was going to just, like, let it run and just run away.
Talk about the first time you guys got high. Good content.
He's saying that would be good content if you said you're slow.
Okay, let's go, okay. Alright, so it says, talk about the first time you guys got high. Alright. So... you can go first, because I gotta remember what happened.
Bro, I remember like it's yesterday, like, you know when you get high and you're paranoid for the first time, like, you remember those moments all the time. So the first time I smoked, I didn't get high. So the next time I smoked, I was with my cousin, and like he was my age, we were the same age, and like he was smoking for a while, so I was low-key depressed, and I was like, man, they like peer pressured me in because I was like not at a good state at the time. Like, bro, you'll feel better. We're gonna get high. We're just gonna chill. And I was like, well, all right, bet. They convinced me. And like, you know how like when you smoke with people for the first time, they'd be like, no, you have to do it like this. Hold it in. Hold it in. You gotta make sure you breathe it in. So like, they were making me chief this blunt, and I was just sitting there, and then I was sitting there back. And I like ended up just like being like this, and I like blanked out. And I was inside of a garage. On top of the garage is where we went, and it was like super unsturdy. Like it was like planks. Yeah, Anthony. And like a whole bunch of planks you had to climb up to get up there. And I'm with females too at the time. I was with 2 females, 2 and 3 dudes, and we're all smoking. And I get high as hell, and then I remember like I'm so high. I'm like, bro, I gotta call my dad. Because they're all asking me if I'm okay because I just look like I'm out of it. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I gotta call my dad. I have to see if I can sleep here because if he catches me high, I'm fucked. So Anthony's like, all right, here. And I forgot I had a phone in my pocket, so I pulled it out and I started dialing. And then I forgot the numbers. Like, I was just like, bro. And he was looking at me, he's like, bro, you good? And I was like, yeah. He's like, are you going to call your dad? And I was like, yeah. I just don't know the number. And then they, like, started realizing I was so high. And then I was like, all right, never. And then he tried to take the phone to type it in. I was like, no, I got it. Because then I remembered. And then I did it again. And I stopped halfway through. And I was like, and I was just sitting there like this. And I was like, man, I forgot the number again. And I did that like 4 times. I swear to God, I did it 4 times. And then I finally got to the point where I pushed call. And I'm on the phone, and like I was so like I was high as hell, but I sobered up so quick, and I was like, hello, yeah, oh, can I sleep over at Anthony's? And then he's like, all I remember is he was like, yeah, just make sure it's okay with Kelly, his grandma, for you to sleep there. Bro, when I tell you they did me so wrong, he was like, all right, I'm gonna go ask, and then he went down there, pretended to open the door and close it. And then came back, like, but I was so high I didn't realize, like, he was just, like, he didn't even leave. And then he came back up and he's like, hey, Kelly said you can't sleep over. Paul's on his way right now. And I was like, I started freaking out. I was like, oh my God. I got up. I was sitting there like, bro, this is not good. And then I remember my bag was in the corner and everybody was laughing at me and they were recording me, but I was so high. I was like, bro, this isn't funny, dude. Like, this isn't funny. And my voice was so high, so it's on video. Hopefully I can get it. I could post it on here too. And I'm like, I went through my bag. I was like just going like this really fast. And I didn't even know what I was doing. Like I was just trying to get my stuff and get outside. And then they're laughing so hard that I was getting pissed, but I was so like young at the time and my voice was so like high. I was like, bro, it's not freaking funny. Stop laughing at me. And then they were like dying and yeah. And then my dad ended up not coming. But yeah, it was one of the worst experiences in my life. What about you?
Alright, so we were on this vacation, me and Ricardo. We were on our way back from Washington to go to Colorado, and the day we got there, they were just smoking and stuff. I'm not gonna name names, but you know. But they were smoking, and they're like, "Hey, come take a hit off a pipe or whatever." So I was like, "No, actually, it was a bong. I'm pretty sure it was a bong." And I was like, I don't know, I haven't smoked in a while, And they're like, come on, just one little hit. So I was like, okay. Took a little hit. And I was like, okay, I'm feeling it. Okay, I like this or whatever. Next day comes along. Hold on, all right? You looking at me like...
Yeah, I was wondering. This is my first time hearing this story,
oh, yeah.
So shoot.
So next day comes along. They roll up a blunt, whatever. And I was like, okay, I liked it yesterday, it got me, I was feeling good. So I was like, all right, I'll take a few hits. So I just started just taking hits on hits. And then I took like 5 big ass hits, just holding them in. Man, after that, I was gone. I just sat down and I couldn't even talk. I couldn't do nothing. I was just like, yo, I've never been this high in my life, all right? So I just kind of just started tweaking. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what if the police come? Bro, I'm not going to be able to talk, bro. All this other stuff. And I pulled out my phone out of my pocket just to maybe just like forget about it. I pulled out my phone. It was like lagging. Like I could see it like just, I don't know like what you'd call that. But it was just like weird, like slow motion. I could just see my phone just coming. And I was like, yo, all right, I'm too high. Rico looks at me. He's like, bro, you're high, blah, blah, blah.
I hate
so
when people do that shit.
That started tweaking me out more. So I was like, all right, bro. So I just started looking down, trying to close my eyes, all this stuff. And I was like, okay, you know what? A nap might help it. So I just laid on the blow-up bed that we had. Well, Ricardo and they were talking. They were just talking. So I passed out for like 2 hours. I woke up. And I looked at Rico, I was like, bro, man, I'm still high, but I've never been this high in my life. And then he just started laughing, and he's like, bro, he started telling everybody, bro, he was so high, blah, blah, blah. Man, we still talk about it to this day, like, it's just so funny. But yeah, that's it.
Oh man, I'm so fucking full. So good.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
So good. So good.
What kind of shit is that?
So good. Another question?
Yeah.
Who gave you the best head?
Who?
You can put a replacement name. You don't gotta say their name. Like, you could just tell us a story about. We could do that one too. Yeah. Tell us.
Should we really be putting this on?
Nigga, I don't care. Like, I guarantee all the girls that I've talked to, they're gonna know that. All right, let me reword that. Every girl that I once talked to, they're probably gonna see this, and like, they're gonna know which one it is, like, which one they are.
All right, fuck it.
So,
all right.
So who gave you the best head? You don't gotta say who, but like, give a story why it was.
All right. So let's make up a name.
Bro, you take way too fucking long.
All right, we're making up a name. It's called Fortune Cookie. All right, so one day, I think we were at a party, and I think we just met on, we knew who we were, but we just never had each other on social media. So I added her on Snapchat. After the party and stuff, I hit her up. I was like, hey, let's do the thing, So, so I picked her up. We went to my cousin's place, and then I don't know. We didn't even get upstairs. Like, we didn't even get out the car. It was all in the car. I just got some sloppy top right in the driver's seat. And man, like, she did like the Gurgle 1000 360 swirl, like sucked it from the back type shit. Like, that's how crazy it was, man. But never till this day, I've got some shit like that. But I mean,
so you remember it? You remember it like yesterday?
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was crazy, like. And she did not give up. She didn't care her jaw hurt. She didn't care none of that. She was just going all at it. And I was like, hey, go crazy.
Man, I've never had a girl go sloppy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, where she clap, I was like, oh, damn, bitch, you daddy bitch.
Like, I ain't never get some shit where you're just like, I was talking to my sister and her friend, and I was like, bro, I never got some sloppy head. And they're like, when the drill hits your butt, and I was like, damn, that's some sloppy. I was like, I ain't never, I'm not saying like how for girls how to give head, but like, I feel like y'all are too nice sometimes. Like, y'all be trying to make out with it, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be little kids watching, but they be like tonguing it. Like, you could be all cute doing it, but like, do your job at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be cute and still.
It's like when you're washing dishes, there might be a little hard spot that you gotta scrub a little harder. That's how it is.
Really, nigga? Nigga!
Nigga, what? No, but like, all right, so back to the state thing. All right, there was a girl that like, I never bust from head, all right? And she did that motherfucking job, and she like, I might as well bring up the story, My nickname was Sweetness, and her nickname was Sweet Tooth in high school, so, you know what I'm saying? I ain't nothing to be proud of, but you know what I'm saying? The best that I've gotten so far, it just happened not that long ago, but man, she says she don't even be doing it, and I ain't never witnessed no girl tighten up their throat. I was astonished. Like, I was dead ass like, I ain't never, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never experienced something like that, so it caught me off guard, and I was just like, bro, man, like, I would marry you, like, type shit. That's how I was feeling at the time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never feel something like that. So, that was probably, man, and she did, bro, funny story, Juan and Rico were in the room while it happened, so, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what are we talking about?
The best time we got head. Y'all were in the room, you were on the floor. Oh yeah, and when I was at state, I got head on the floor too. So yeah, that's what I always be like. People always just be around.
You were just bringing up the sweet tooth thing. That was at state though.
Yeah, I'm saying that was my favorite like head story. But then I just recently got some that was like. That's
okay, I heard
one.
you say that. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what is your craziest? Because we're gonna make this one sexual because they're funny stories. What's your most funny, like the funniest thing that happened, like sexual wise, that ever happened to you? Nigga, I got this one in the bag. I know, bro. I'm funny as hell when
You remember when I told you the thing from the chin?
The chin.
All right, so look. This is like not the funniest one, but this is like the one I still remember from like the top of my head. Like, so, you know, it was like, when was it? I think it was like spring break or like summertime. Like we didn't have school, and I went over to her house. You know, she didn't have no AC, no nothing, so it was hot as hell. Like I think it was like 90 degrees out there, and dang, I need something to drink. But all right, so it was like 90 degrees, and all she had was a fan, like a thing like from the window. So I was like, bro, you expect me to like. You know, like, I was sweating. Like, I sweat easy, all right? So, look. So, I was hitting it from the back, you know, on the floor and shit. And I was just, okay, you know, doing my thing. And I was sweating. I was, like, drenched, like playing a full sport, bro. Like, swear to God, all right? Like, I was, like, if I would have had a shirt on, that shit would have been wet, like, from all the way out here, all right? So, look. So, I was just doing my thing. And, you know, I looked down. I felt like a sweat drop come down like this and just end up on my chin. And I just, like, slow motion just dropped. And I looked down and it ended right up in her butthole. And I was like, yo, I'm done. I can't do it. I started laughing and, you know, it was just like one of like the smallest, like, funniest things that happened to me. Like, it was just really funny.
Yeah, that is funny. I remember that story. That's why I was laughing. I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
But no, has to be like one of the funniest things is, alright, so me and my friend Davi, we used to be like going crazy on the dick, like you just say that, like just to be funny and stuff. And then he dared me one day when he was like, bro, I dare you to do that to a girl that you're talking to, like, cause he knew who I was talking to. He's like, when you guys are doing it next, say that. And I was like, all right, bet. I'm like, I'll do it. Like, it'll be funny as heck. So like, you know, we were just laying there watching Netflix, and then, you know, I don't know what happened to the show, but she was on top of me. I don't know how that happened. But, you know, I was like, oh yeah, Davi told me to do this. So like, you know, she was doing her thing and I was like, going crazy on the dick. And then she started laughing, and then we both started laughing. And you know what? It was a pretty fun, like, you can laugh during sex. It is okay. Like, it is fun to like have fun during sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, get that booty, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just mess around a little bit, you know? What is the best piece of advice you've received? You know, for this one, to be honest, you know, I was feeling a little down. I was going through some things, and my dad looked at me and he's like, listen, God gives the biggest battles to the strongest warriors. And ever since that, I'm getting that on my chest. And it really, like, taught me, like, you know, like, I know God gave me everything that I'm going through for a reason. Like, it's only to make me better. Everything that goes on, it makes me stronger. And like, if somebody else had the things that I went through, maybe they would have like killed themselves or something. So like, I'm like, I wouldn't say grateful for the problems I have, but like, just like, I accept them because I was given them for a reason. Like, everything happens for a reason, I believe. And then in that same conversation, he told me, he said, if today feels like it's your worst day and you want to feel like giving up, how is tomorrow going to be any worse? So like, ever since then, like, if you feel like you have nothing and life isn't going to get better, like, that means tomorrow has to be better. Like, it's going to be a better day tomorrow. So that's how I think of like, if I'm having a bad day, I'm just like, man, it can't be worse tomorrow if today's already like one of the worst days of my life. So that's always some good advice to take along for you day by day, you know what I'm saying? Like, help me through a lot, hopefully help you out.
How'd that pizza turn out too?
It was good. It was sweet. It tasted
good. Sweet.
Alright, man. I'm currently dying. My stomach is on 10. Oh, but I ate too much. You know, we had some good laughs in there. You know what I'm saying? Had some embarrassing stories. Oh, we should have did one where we can do another question one and do like embarrassing things, some more funny stuff. Leave comments below what we should do, like what YouTube ideas you think we should do, and some questions for our next video that we'll do again. Another Q&A. I don't know if we're gonna do a mukbang though, cause man.
Yeah, we'll do something else. You know, we'll do another Q&A like with like shots. We'll probably just drink or something. You know, like
we'll drink. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know we don't want YouTube to ban our video. But
we'll drink apple juice.
Yeah, that's what we'll say.